instrument out of the box. The instrument is packed in wooden cases, equipped with computer, printer, pressure, regulating valve, vacuum pump, toolbox, stabilized power supply, etc. Tools such as wrenches and tongs can be used to unpack the box. Pay attention and avoid injury. Take out the parts, remove foam cotton. Remove the boards around. Wear gloves in case you scratch your hands. Move the instrument to the workbench. Remove the protective film and be careful not to damage the excitation position. Clean the rubbish. Connect the accessory line of instrument. Arrange the accessories and connect them to each interface on the back of the instrument. When connecting the vacuum pump, ensure the air tightness of the connection. Connect the argon port and remove the protective plug at the interface. Argon interface should be tightened to avoid air leakage. Key users needs to prepare argon gas of 99.999% purity. Plug in the exhaust pipe and connect it to the filter. Plug in the data cable and connect it to the compute. The laboratory must be equipped with excellent grounding wires and the instrument must be grounded for installation. After the instrument is installed, turn on the power supply of the instrument and vacuum pump power supply. At this time, the instrument will be heated and vacuumized. The experiment can be done 3 hours later. Data detection. Double-click to open the software. Enter the initial password 001. Select the corresponding procedure according to the tested material. Double-click. Verify the working curve name is correct. If the instrument is not operated for more than 12 hours, argon flushing is required. It is recommended to flush twice for 255 seconds. Click the execute button. You can hear the sound of the solenoid valve beating. Wait for gas flush to finish. After argon flushing, pixel calibration is performed. Each CCD corresponds to a peak. Because the matrix is iron, we choose the RN19 standard sample for calibration. The surface of the sample needs to be polished smooth and flat. Fingers are not allowed not touch the surface. This is the excitation stage of the instrument. Wipe the stage with a clean cloth. Use an electrode brush to clean the electrode. Place the sample. Place the sample. Click the calibration button. When the red light is on, the instrument starts to spark. It is forbidden to touch the excitation stage to avoid electric shock. After the excitation, the software will display the offset number. If the offset is less than 5, the data can be saved directly. After pixel calibration, curves need to be standardized. The goal is to restore the curve to its factory state, thus reducing the influence of environmental factors. Here are 2 samples, RN19 and RE12. Excite the corresponding sample according to its name. Remember to brush the tungsten needle, electrode bright and clean. Click on the spark button. You need to get 2 sets of data, so spark twice. There will be an RSD standard deviation after 2 sets of data. The main concern is the RSD of carbon. The second concern is the RSD value of the matrix element, such as the iron base, concerned with iron element. Most values of RSD are required to be less than 2, otherwise, it is necessary to continue to spark the sample to complete the curve standardization. Complete the curve standardization according to the sample block in the calibration product name. Save the data and the curve standardization time is updated. The use of control sample. Open system configuration. Add code, name, element, and other information. Sample type. Choose standardized sample, calibration sample, and control sample. Then select the elements contained in the control. Such as carbon, silicon, manganese, phosphorus, sulfur, molybdenum, nickel. Click OK and select matrix element. Input the content of corresponding elements in the control. Complete the input. Save the data. Enter the analysis and select control calibration parameters. Add brands, such as 45号 steel. Select the brand you just added in the calibration library on the right. Add it to the curve control calibration library on the left. Select control calibration. You can see the newly added 45 steel. Spark control and obtain data. Sample handling requirements. The surface of the sample is smooth and clean. No cutting fluid shall be used in the processing of samples on the lathe. Place the control sample on the excitation stage and press the bar. Click on the Spark button to get to sets of data. There will be an RSD standard deviation after 2 sets of data. The values of RSD is less than R, then the data can be saved. Control addition and control calibration operations have been completed. At the analysis interface, the sample can be tested. Pay attention to the selection of control